Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. And this week on the old Magic Roundabout, with the flickering lights, no extra fee for that, we have a Dinky Toys Alfa Romeo coupe in play warm condition, but not too bad. Okay, as you watch this go round, I'd just like to welcome any new friends to the channel. Welcome aboard, thank you very much. Welcome back all the old friends of the channel. Thanks for hanging around, sticking with me and watching the videos. Look forward to your comments at the end of each one. And I'll try and get back to you before the following Wednesday. Okay, there we go. So let's get it off the bench, get it off the Magic, get it on the bench, and have a good look at this one. Here we are then, on the bench. It's obviously this red has faded. It's more of a pinky salmon red than anything else. It's gonna go red because these alphas should be red. Yeah, let's have a look. Dinky Toys Alfa Romeo coupe number 1. I can scrap that off and see what that says on there. 16 or 185. It looks like a 18 and 185. Yeah, two small posts there. They're tiny. Get that off. The glass looks okay, pretty good. All round you can see where it's faded there between the bonnet and that is two different colours virtually. Tyres, let's just check. I think they're, see what they are. Get my tyre gauge. Yeah, 15mm. 15mm those, so that's 15mm treaded to go back on there. I'll leave that off for a minute. Yeah, so let's get the tools out. There won't be much in there. It's got a single vac form in there by the look of it, and I can't see the glass whether it's riveted or not. I would imagine it probably is. Yeah, at the front end, it's all important. It's pretty good. It's not been chewed up. It's not been chewed up. That bumper seems to be okay. The headlights, so it's not had a lot of road rage, this one, and it's not had a lot of rear end shunting either. So yeah, it's been, somebody looked after this. Okay, a few casting lines I can see under the paint. That's quite a bad one there, big lump there. Get rid of that down there. Anyway, let's get this drilled out. Alrighty, drilled the base. Just use a 1.2mm drill to set it off, and then a 4mm because these are only small posts to take the head off. So I've arranged between 4 and 7, or 4 and 8, sorry, that I use to take the big heads off. Okie doke then, so let's get this out. So I've already drilled it, so it should be straightforward. There you go. Bit mucky in there, dirty and rusty. Right, okay, that's rusty. Let's deal with this first. Let's get his tyres off. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. That's quite rusty, that in there. So we'll stick the tyres in the tub. Stick the tyres in that tub. Right, them hubs. It's a little bit bent now as well. Just there. Not a lot, not a lot. Yeah, you can see it as you look through there. Kinked up that back end. That should be fine though. Hubs are a bit rusty around there. So what I'm going to do, there's not a lot, there's a bit of room there. Yes, there's a bit of room there to get these things off. But before I do that, I bought some of this Evapo Rust. On eBay, it's 18 quid for this 1 litre, but I got it in the range for 16 quid, which I was surprised to even see it in there actually, because it's, you know, it's basically very, very good. So, and it's reusable. So I've got a jar here, which I've put some Tonka axles in and Tonka base. So what I'm going to do is, we'll see how reusable it is. I'm going to chuck that in. All right, I'm going to leave that overnight and see how we get on. I might just chuck a little bit more in actually, just to fill that up, just to top it up. So it says it's reusable. I kept it in a sealed jar. So we'll see how we get on. So I'll leave that in overnight. Put that over there. Put that over there. Bring the tub back here. Alrighty. Let's have a look what we got here. Standard vac form on legs, which means when you the clear glass. Oh, hello. That's got a bit cheapskate in, isn't it? So that's the glass. Let's be very careful of that then. That's filthy. Absolutely disgusting. Careful I don't snap these legs off. So that's got to go down and be cleaned. So is that. I think, I'm not sure. That looks like it should have been white. How bad that is. Look, it's filthy. Absolutely. We'll try it on soap and water first. And there we go. That's your casting. So fairly good sized posts on here. So I'll be able to get a 1.2 down there. Or 1 point whatever. I can't remember what they call it now. I'll tell you what size drill I use on them. I buy these. I found these destroyed 2.5mm. These are Stanley Fat Max. Me personally, I like these. I get on well with these. HSS and CNC. Yeah, I'll get these. 2.5, not 1.6, you idiot. Dear me. Yeah, so I usually drill them down there, and that'll take my rivet. But there you go. 2.5 rivet. That's what we've got to do. So that'll be next. Looking at the grill on this one, I was just doing a bit of research last night. This one's in this particular one with this style of grill at the front there, with that bar going across. This in the 50s. I would say round about mid 50s. This one. It was later on that they changed it, took that bar out, and they put a mesh grill in there and a mesh grill in there. So yeah, it was about the 50s, this one. Okay, right. That's for the stripper. Okay then, right, experimental time. Right, this is the interior of the Alfa Romeo. As you can see, it's all discoloured. And it's very, very brittle. I have put it soap and water, and this piece broke off here, which is in there, and bottom there, and it is very, very brittle, and it's not going to come clean. Now I can just glue that piece on and just paint it black, but I thought to myself, hello, this will be a good experiment piece for the UV light that I got. Now it works all right with the Tonka, the tiny Tonka, which I've done an experiment on that, but I haven't done anything as thin as this. Okay, now I'll just show you what I'm going to be using. If you can see it from here, we can move that out of the way. It's a professional 36 watt high power light box. Got it off eBay, about 16, 17 quid, something like that. And I'll be using 12% strength food grade hydrogen peroxide. Yeah, got this off the internet. You can't get this over the counter at 12%. You can get 3%. And I don't think it's reusable. I've used a bit, as you can see, on the Tonkas. And you'll need a bit of cling film. And the clearest container you can get. But because it's a UV light, you'll see in a minute when I put it under that, it's not a lot of room. So this is glass, so this should be fine. So what we're going to do Just going to try it out, gloves. Not that it's going to hurt you too much, but it's always better to have gloves on if you can. I usually make holes in these bloody things because we've got big fat hands. Right, yeah, so we're going to try it out and see what happens. Might as well give it a go, mightn't we? While we're here, multitasking. Right, gloves on. So what we do, what we're going to do, we're going to fill this, well, not necessarily fill it up, but I would say that's probably, we'll probably do it like that. Now really, it needs to be submerged, which I think that should be okay like that. You can put a little weight on it if you want, a little bit of weight to hold it down. But I think we're going to try it like this. So get a bit of cling film. This stuff cracks me up, this cling film. I usually end up cling filming bloody hands and all sorts together, I do. We'll get a bit of this. Over there. Right, hopefully we'll cling film that together, like so. And just put a couple of little holes in it, just to let out any gases. Alright. Okay, give me a second and we'll go over to the oh no, we don't need to do that. Come over, excuse the mess in here at the minute. It's a right mess because I hadn't had time to clear anything up. Well, there's a UV box, as you can see. Slide that in there, like so. That's in there, like that. And then round the side here, we've got a switch. Which way it goes now. I think. Hang on. Wait one, chaps, wait one. I think that's it. Is that all on? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, there you go. Right, we're on. It takes a bit of while for the lights to come on properly, but they're coming on now. Look. So I'm going to leave that in there for about, well, the rest of the day today, because I don't like to leave electrical things running in my shed at the bottom of the garden when I'm not in there. So what I'll do is I'll see what it's like tonight before we end of play, and we'll see how we go from there. All right. Okay, and then we'll come back and we'll check it later. Okay, the second experiment today. Now, as you remember, I said to you I'll put the Alfa Romeo base plate, the rusty base plate in here, in this Evapo Rust. It's been in overnight. Now this is stuff that I've used before. It says it's reusable, so I had some in a jar, and what I've done, I just topped it up. So let's have a look. Not too bad. We'll stick it in this warm soapy water and see what happens. Can't be any worse than what it was, surely. I mean, it was quite bad, so we'll have a look now. I'll see what's going on with it. Let's grab it by the forceps and have a little scrub. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely better, a lot better. Look at that. That rust is virtually all gone. Yeah, I like that. And the wheels, it didn't do any damage to the wheels. If I grip hold of it, it hasn't faded them at all. I just want to see this side. There were some rust marks on this side. I think it will come off. Yeah. If not, it'll just be a quick brightening up with the water sole. Should sort that out. Yeah, I'm impressed with that. Look at that. That's a lot better, isn't it? So I'll just get a clean rag. Let's say clean rag. I've got these two dirty old rags here I used when I do my caustic soda in, as you can see over there. I've been doing caustic soda today as well. Going for it big time today. Yeah, I'm impressed with that. And that's reusable. So I'll give it another turn on something else at a later date and see how it goes. All I did was just top the jar up a little bit. So yeah, I'm impressed with that. Yeah, it hasn't damaged the wheels, as you can see. So yeah, excellent. Great, that's 2 experiments out of the way today. Right, let me clear this mess up and then we can crack on. Here we go then, all cleaned up. Out the caustic. Pretty good. I've got 1 or 2 casting lines to sort out. I've done one big one, quite a deep one, right away along there. You can faintly see it now. That side's virtually gone. But they were really deep. Going right from that corner, right away along there. So I've got to finish off a little bit there, but I think that'll fill in with primer, that one. And I've got just across the bonnet there. Well, not the bonnet, as the bonnet is up there, but just on this edge here, there and there. We'll get them done. But apart from that, drilled. Yeah, ready for just see a little bit of a blister there. Just see it, that will show up, that will. Got to knock that blister down. I've just seen that actually. Yeah. Little bump, we'll have that down. We'll knock that down. Yeah. Try and get that down best we can anyway. Then we just run, I usually go over the file, then run over some sandpaper and a wire wool. Get the scratches, best the scratches out I can. Yeah, that's got it. Just a bit of paper. And a bit of this one. There you go, gone. Gone. Right, so it's going to do these now, just those two there. Then we get some primer and some paint on it, and we'll see what it looks like when we're done. Okay, it's been about 10 hours it's been in here, so let's switch it off, check it out, and see what we got. We switch it off. There you go. Try and drag that out of there. There we go. Get it on the bench. Get my phone in the holder. Wait one while I do this. Don't look too bad from here. It don't look too bad from here. Right, we're in, we're set. Let's have a look, shall we? Yeah. Got the cling film. Oh yeah, that's cleaner. It's cleaner. A bit of rag. A bit of rag down. bit out. There you go. Well, there you got to admit that's cleaner. I mean, it's not perfect, don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't know what the original colour was. I don't think it was white. I think it was like a cream, I would say. But it's definitely better than what it was all round. I mean, it's a very old piece. So this, I would say, the experiment worked. I mean, I've done it on the Tonka, and it works. So, in fact, I'll just drop that there a second. If you see this is one I did earlier on a Tonka. And see how clean that came out, and that was yellow, yellow, yellow. This is a donation, this Tonka. And I painted it. I haven't put it all together yet, but that's what I did. So, yeah, it does work. So, it's quite simple. It's just basically chuck it in and wait. I mean, it's a long process, don't get me wrong. It takes a while, depending. So I put it on there, and the pieces are clean as well, so I can glue them back on. Get all the pieces. And this is what I put in as a weight, just to hold it down. It didn't do any damage to the plastic at all. Putting a weight in, you can use a nut or a washer or something. It really needs to be... It's stuck on me. Get off, man. There you go. Yeah, it needs to be something so you can just weight that down. Okay, so I would say that experiment worked. Yeah, it's a lot cleaner than what it was. It's not perfect, but I don't think it was white. I don't think it was that white what was in there. I would say it was more this colour, like a cream. But it's better than the horrible brown, sticky, horrible mess that it was. So I would say, by the time I put these bits back on, glued it all back on, that'll be okay. So that's the second experiment on this diecast, which has worked. So cool. Okay, here we go. We're all out of the paint booth, all dried, lacquered. This is the Mars Red. Showing a bit orange on the camera, but yeah, it's a Mars Red. So now I'm going to put some details on it. This is a high coat Mars Red. You can get Mars Red through Alfred's, whatever, but this is a Mars coat. I've got a glove on this one so I don't put too many finger marks on it. Now we're going to do a bit of chrome work, bumper, grille, lights, indicators. Now these number plates are a bit narrow, so I don't know if my number plates, I'll try cutting one down, but it won't look right, so it probably won't have number plates this time round. So here we go. I've got my paint out, got my brush. I'm using a number 3 because it's got a nice point on the end of it. I better get my magnifiers on and we'll see how we get on. Try and keep it in shot if I can. We'll see what we get on with. Let's do the fun part. Let's do this front grille. Let's do the front grille. Well, it's a lovely day today. A bit reluctant to come here and do some work. I've already cut the grass this morning. That was first job. Take the opportunity while you can, because it's been a bit hit and miss weather-wise. It's been raining and we had a lot of wind. But today we got a breeze, but no rain. I think they forecast rain for tomorrow. But it's no good to me because this has to be out tomorrow. Yeah, we get these little Very distinctive grill on those Alfas. This, with this type of grill here and here, this is in the 50s, 1950s. Just got to get in there nicely. There you go. Nice and steady, Eddie. Nice and steady. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Right, let's get this bit round here, down here. There we go. Now, according to Google Images, this bottom half here, this bottom putt run, wasn't chromed. I don't know why, but it wasn't. Unless my eyes have deceived me. You've got little indicators in there, look. At the end, so we'll get them painted silver. And then we can put the Tamiya clear orange over the top. So this is what we're looking like so far. I'll put a black wash in the middle of that grill. Right, that's what we're doing. That's where we are. So I'm going to carry on and finish the rest of this off. And I'll get back to you when it's all done. Okay then, here we are, all finished. All finished. All the details done. The front there. Bit of blackout wash in the grill. Door handles, boot and back lights. Now, I was tempted to go chrome round the windows on this one, but sometimes, in my personal opinion, sometimes some of the smaller the car, the more chrome and that you put around all the windows, it seems to sort of, to me, make it more toy-like. So I left it as it is. I'm just mindful not to put too many fingerprints on it. It's okay, it's dry, but it's not. It needs another few days. Like most things, it takes a while to harden off properly. But yeah. So we'll get the magic carpet out and we'll get it assembled. And we'll call it done. I couldn't get number plates on it. They were too small. To be honest with you, number plates were too small. The interior, I've got to be very careful. The interior is so brittle. I've never known one as brittle as this. Really, really. I've glued that back together, but I haven't bothered to touch it after I've glued it because it will disintegrate and I haven't got a replacement. So let's get this together. So first of all, check that upside down. We'll drop this in. And then, as I'm saying, you can see it's all cracking It's cracking all over the place, so you've got to be ever so careful with it. I did put some of that, what I do the windscreen, clear stuff, clear liquid, polish to try and hold it together properly. Because it goes in between these posts, it makes it a bit awkward. Try not to damage it. I think that's probably how it got damaged in the first place. Put it in between there. Here we go. Here, sit down. It is what it is. Bit straightforward. Place on that. Get super duper in there, and the job done. And we're job done. Oh, spilled a bit there. Not good. Right. Okay, she's done. Let's get it on the Magic then and have a look at it. Okay, this is what we started with. Dinky Toys Alfa Romeo coupe. So now, have a look. Have a look, see how it all turned out. See what you think of this. Feast your eyes on this bad girl. Here we are then. Our little Dinky Toys Alfa Romeo. All done. In the Mars red. Yeah. Come out really nice. It's a little bit orangey colour on the camera, but it's a shade darker, trust me. Blacked out the front of there, as is. Yeah. Apart from the delicate interior, which is, I was very surprised that just didn't disintegrate in my hands, unfortunately. But there you go. It is what it is, and we got it done. Number plates, like I said, we couldn't get them on because they're very, very tiny mouldings on here. And if I started cutting them about, you wouldn't make a head and a tail of them. So yeah, it's a nice one for the collection. Little Alfa Romeo. Anyway, thanks for watching. Look forward to your comments. And we'll see you all again next week with another restoration. Not sure what it's going to be, and I'm not going to tell you. You'll have to wait and see. So, thanks again. So whatever you're doing, be happy, enjoy yourselves, and we'll see you all again next week with something else. So bye for now. And here we go. And we'll cut it any minute now. We'll do it there.